We welcome you live from the Utah Wasatch Mountains as today it is the 2004 Utah Utes take on the 2010 TCU Hornfrogs. For those who watched the show recently, I started this game in Stratomatic college football, but I decided I wanted to move this game to Xor NFL Challenge because I think the ability to do stats and do teams and stuff like that, it's a very good thing to do. Hello, Jack Dawson, and welcome aboard. Hopefully you'll stay along for the ride. Please hit like, and of course you subscribe. I would appreciate that for the metrics for YouTube, and for those who come in, the same thing. As today will be NFL Challenge Computer vs. Computer. It's the 2004 Utah Utes and the 2010 TCU Horned Frogs. TCU has elected to receive. Utah will kick first, and let's go down to the field for the action. So here we go. We'll start things off. It is something you definitely see from Ermeyer as he tried to get away with some shenanigans there. So TCU with the ball, and it's going to be a very aggressive offense with Andy Dalton. Luke Shivers on the run, no gain. 2nd and 10 for the Horned Frogs from the 47-yard line. Amon Hicks, number 13. So now it's going to be a 3rd down and 10 from the 47 of the Utes. So maybe the Utes will get away from this here. Going for the onside kick early, and Andy Dalton cannot hit Jimmy Young. So that is an incomplete pass, and the Horned Frogs will punt it, and the Utes will have 1st and 10 from their own 4-yard line. So the Utes come in with their quarterback, Alex Smith, a Heisman Trophy candidate, as he can this league like gangbusters, heading to the fullback, Quentin Panther, number 2. He gets a couple, will be a 2nd and 8 from their own 6. And again, here come the Utes lining up 2nd and 8. And they'll hand the ball to their fullback. He rumbles and bumbles for 5. Quentin Ganner. Kenny Kane on the tackle. 3rd and 3 from their own 11. They have to be careful here not to make any mistakes, as they don't want to give the ball back here to the Horned Frog deep in territory. Alex Smith looks, throws, and it's caught, and it's always fumbled away by Steve Savoy, but he gets it back enough for a 1st down. So 1st down Utes from their own 21-yard line, as it will start as TCU is called for an offsides penalty. It's now a 1st and 5 from their own 26, and now Smith takes his offense on the field. Wide receivers are Paris Walton, and Steve Savoy, and it's caught. Signed by Paris Warren for 13 yards. And Paris Warren and Steve Savoy, 2 good wideouts for this Utah 2004 team. Alex Smith comes in, very mobile quarterback. Throws incomplete to John Clark, his tight end. He was looking for a little quick pass over the middle there. 2nd and 10 now from their own 39. Utes did start inside their own 5 on this drive. From the I formation, dropped straight back to his caught. 9 yards, John Clark. So he did hit his tight end there. Now it's a 3rd and 1 from his own 48-yard line. Let's see if the Utes go conservative and get a 1st down here. No, they'll drop straight back. An incomplete pass to John Matson. So now I'm going to use one of my audibles and go for it here. And they're going to give the ball to their fullback. So we'll fullback up the middle there. I think this is a trademark of Urban Meyer, going forward early. And he hits it. Does he get it? Yes, he does. Quentin Ganther just gets over the line of scrimmage. So now both teams will now go back to the computer. That was one of your reviews you get. I would say in this game at least get a couple. Drop straight back, looking, and it's caught. Gain of 10, Marty Johnson. So Marty Johnson out of the backfield. Number 896 for the TCU Hornfrogs has been shaken up and down the game. He'll go over to the sidelines. His helmet is off. He looks like he should return. So now live formation for the Utes. Again, hands the ball off. Not much there for Marty Johnson. TJ Hendry with the tackle. And it's now 2nd and 9 from the 40 of TCU. Good long drive sustained for the Utes. And let's see, they'll go into a shotgun formation. And it is sacked. So Kenny Kane came from his linebacking spot and got it. And he got Smith. So now 3rd and 15. So this Hornfrog defense, very opportunistic, will try to come out here. Throwing incomplete to Steve Savoy. And all of a sudden, that has turned into a punt for Utah. The sack was, and the TCU Hornfrogs will get a 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line with 9:02 remaining here in the first period. Here comes Andy Dalton. He hits. Antoine hits for a couple for 2. We have to look at that and see if the right receivers are on the field here for both teams. So TCU again lines up 2nd and a long 8. Dalton calls signals. He looks, and incomplete to Jimmy Young. He's looking for his one advisor, who's probably not a 3rd wide receiver. Is one of their better guys, Jerome Kersey, I believe it is. 3rd and 8, so we'll have to look into that on their next drive. Looking incomplete to Antoine Hicks. That is a problem on this team. So we'll go ahead and punt. We'll call timeout. A bad punt by TCU. So TCU gets a bad punt off. So now let's look at this team really quick and make any adjustments that this team will need to make. Give me 1 second here. If there's a reason, let's make sure their punter is halfway decent. Kicking is an 86. Punter's an 85. That is good. Now let's look at the 3rd wide receiver. That's who. Yep, Jeremy Curley. He is one of the top receivers. So he should be along with Jimmy Young. So go ahead and switch that for the next drive. This game has a tendency of putting this best receiver at wide receiver 3, and they just don't get a lot of chances. So now TCU will take over. They'll hand it off. And a nice, that's Utah, I'm sorry, gain of 4 yards. Tanner Brock on the tackle. 2nd and 6. Again, Utah with good field position here late in the first period. No score here. It's Hornfrogs and Utes. A little toss sweep there. Marty Johnson gets room. He'll get 5. So Kenny Kane came up from his linebacker side, stopped it right before the first down. 3rd and 1 from the 49. We'll see if Utah plays it smart, stays on the ground. They do up the middle, just gets enough for a 1st down. Quentin Ganther. So now it's 1st and 10 from the Hornfrogs 48-yard line. 6:32 remaining here in the first period from the Wasatch Mountains here in the mighty Utah student section of Muss. That's like, illegal contact on TCU. They'll take the yardage. And it's now 1st and 10. Number 96, Wayne Daniels, is back in the game for TCU. 1st and 10 from the TCU 43-yard line. Again, the Utes having the majority of the offense here in the first period. Again, they'll draw straight back. There he looks. It's caught. There it is. There's one of the Utah wide receivers. Makes it really easy for Alex Smith to play pitch X to. 22 yards for Steve Savoy. 1st and 10 from the TCU 21-yard line. So let's see if Utah can cash in here. Again, play action pass, drops it off to the running back. It's about 8. Marty Johnson. Tanner Brock on the tackle. 2nd and 2 from the Hornfrogs 13-yard line. TCU again backpedaling into the run end zone for the 2nd time today. And then up the middle there. That's a big 1st down for the Utes. Gain of 10, Marty Johnson. So 1st and goal from the TCU 3-yard line. These are a pair of teams that got to the big bowls. TCU got to the Rose Bowl in 10 and 1. Utah got to the Fiesta Bowl and won against Pittsburgh these years. That was an incomplete pass as Utah tried to throw. 2nd and goal from the TCU 3-yard line. Again, let's see if they keep the ball on the ground. They do. A little lead, and he gets maybe to the 1. Marty Johnson, 3rd and goal from the 1. I hope they get it here. I don't want to have to use. I guess I should only 1 time per period, so I don't want to end up doing that. Let's see, they throw an incomplete pass, and boy, am I not, as a fan, I'm not happy with that. And they missed the gimme field goal. Holy cow, that must have been like an 18, 19-yarder. That was a dip shot kick, and Utah missed it, so TCU gets it 1st and 10. Holy cow. And now trouble can begin here. Oh, brother, and that looks like Matthew Tucker on a huge gain right off the bat. So Tucker will get a 1st down. Let's make sure that was Tucker. Looks like that was. Great run. Yep, gain of 13. Bo Nagy on the tackle. 1st and 10 from their own 33. So TCU dodges a huge bullet. Andy Dalton gets another chance here in the first period. He looks and drops it off again, gets maybe 3. It's be a 2nd and 7. As TCU again will try to see if they can piece a drive together. It's been mostly Utah offense, but they've drawn dead a couple times so far, and that's a big game. So Luke Shimmers, the fullback out of the backfield, gets 10. 1st and 10 for their own 46. This is the best drive TCU has since the very first one, when Utah went for the onside kick to start the game. Again, a little run up the middle for Matthew Tucker, gain of 5. Morgan Scally. Utah's going to have to really hold down their defense. TCU may have found a running where they can run the ball in this game, and that can get to be very dangerous. Don't waste the Kevin Frosch for 6. So a little tight end screen action. 1st and 10 from the Utah 43-yard line with less than a minute to go here in the first period. Utah looks to bring noise, and he drops it straight off, and Andy Dalton gets it. What a throw and catch. 29 yards. Evan Frosch. 1st and 10 from the Utah 14-yard line. So a huge play there against a rushing defense of Utah. They brought noise, and they got caught in it. So big catch, big gain of 6 yards for Matthew Tucker. And looks like TCU may be getting an 80-yard drive. That's going to count as something here. Let's see. This will probably be the last play of the first period. They line up. Dalton looks. It's caught. What a great play by Ryan Smith. And that will do it. The first period is over here in Utah. So 97-73 total yards. TCU making it all back here in the second period. So again, TCU 3rd and 5 for the 9. They can still get a 1st down here. Let's see what TCU does. Dalton drops back. He looks at another great. No! What a pass. Matthew Tucker via the tackle and got a 1st goal for the 1. He was stopped right at the line of scrimmage, right for nothing. Oh, Matthew Marcus Ledbetter, the big then came up and stopped them cold. So now it's a 2nd and goal from the 3. So TCU has a little bit of a problem. They drop straight back. They look incomplete. Corey Fuller was intended receiver. 3rd and goal from the 3. Can Utah maybe stop TCU from getting a score here? TCU drops straight back. Look, it caught. There's a touchdown. So, it's a holding penalty. Utah, the touchdown will hold. And Jeremy Curley gets his 1st catch of the afternoon, and it's a score thing. So an 80-yard drive after a miss extra point field goal attempt. So now Utah will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20, and that can be a huge problem for this Utah team. Let's see. Oh, they threw it incomplete. They went for Ganther. He got rushed and literally threw it away. 2nd and 10 from the 20. So again, Alex Smith looks a little bit ruffled here. Let's see if he can get this team straightened out. Drop straight back, and there's a big catch. So much for that. Alex Smith, he went to one of his prime weapons on the outside, and a big gain in TCU territory. 1st down and 10. A holding penalty on TCU. Paris Warren gets 40 yards. So 1st and 10 from the TCU 40-yard line. And again, Utah has something going here. He'll drop straight back. It hit his tight end or running back Quentin Ganther. Another defensive holding call. Wow, that's like 3 or 4 of them on this game. 1st and 10 now from the Hornfrogs 35-yard line. So Utah in business, starting this drive on their own 20. Dropping straight back is Alex Smith. He again hits a running back. Quentin Ganther for 9. Tank Carter for somebody called in, All-American type. 2nd and 1 from Utah, from the TCU 26-yard line. Let's see if they run the ball, maybe get the first down. They do, and they get the first down. Marty Johnson gets a couple. This was 1st and 10 from the TCU 24. Utah trying to tie this game up. Let's see if Alex Smith can bring the offense together and get it. The little Scooby-Doo there. 4 yards from Marty Johnson on the counter. 2nd and 6 from the 20 of TCU. So again, Utah trying to get the score here. 2nd and 6. Little toss to the outside. Almost gets the first down. Marty Johnson for 5. Tank Carter again. 3rd and 1 from the TCU 15. This is a huge play of the game. Can Utah get a couple yards just to keep the drive coming? A little lead to the outside, and he scoots inside for a first down. What a run for Marty Johnson. He avoided a tackle and suited the field. First down and goal from the TCU 5. So a great drive for the Utes. Again, going inside, nothing there. Crowley, Brayton, Broughton, as Ganther could not get anything. 2nd and goal from the 5. Already it is Urban Meyer wondering if he can trust his kicker. Touchdown, Utes, as Alex Smith decides not to avoid that problem. Big score to the tight end, John Matson. So now it's a 7-6 ball game. We'll see if it is. And we have a tie game. 9:50 to go in the first half. Utah 7, TCU 10. This is 2004 Utah against 2010 TCU. Here are some of the greatest teams. So now TCU comes up on the offense. Dropping straight back, looking. There's a catch. That could be a big game. He gets 13. So the tight end, Evan Frosch with a catch. So for TCU trying to get another score together here. Up the middle on a trap. That Matthew Tucker for 4. 2nd and 6 from the 45. Andy Dalton tries to bring this team up to the line of scrimmage. He comes in. He looks like he's very confident. And again, he's running back out of the backfield. Luke Shivers. Legal contact from Utah, but they'll take it down from the Utes 48-yard line. 8:21 to play here in the first half. Dropping straight back. No, gain of 2 for Jeremy Curley. So unable to really get loose. 2nd and 8. Again, TCU headed 8. Andy Dalton against with this high-powered Hornfrog offense. Evan Frosch again incomplete. 3rd and 8 for the Hornfrogs. Utah defense on their feet. The mighty Utah student section on their feet. Dropping straight back, looking incomplete to Jeremy Curley, and that will be a punting formation for TCU. Again, it's in the end zone, so a bad kick forces Utah to start 1st and 10 for their own 28 minutes to play first half, and we have a 7-7 game. So again, it's Alex Smith dropping straight back, play action, and it caught. What a catch. Legal block by Utah will force that back, unfortunately. So again, Alex Smith put it right there in the hands with a catch, but a legal block will push that all the way back. So 1st and 20 for the Utes. Again, he drops back, looking incomplete to John Clark. 2nd and 20 now. So now Utah in trouble. They're facing the shadow of the end zone. They want to give their kicker possibly enough room in case he needs to punt. Bucks and incomplete to Paris Warren. Alex Smith thought he had it placed there, but I think he just missed him. So now it's a 3rd and 20 from their own 10. Big opportunity here. Does he get the call? And no, incomplete. They will have to bring their punter out from their own 10-yard line. So let's see what kind of punt they get out. It's not a good one. Here comes, a 14-yard return. Only a net of 21. This TCU is very talented on the special teams. So now they take advantage and get great field position on this drive. Big catch from Dalton, and that adds 15 yards. So 12 yards on the catch. first and 10 from the Utah 19-yard line. Again, Andy Dalton will take behind center, and he looks and gets a caught. So first and goal from the 1 yard line for TCU under 7 minutes to play. We'll see if Utah can start a first and goal here. There you go. It's a touchdown, TCU. Matthew Tucker. So a bad punt, good return, and short field position gave us 14-7 TCU, 6:36 to play. So let's see again, a legal block on an 8-yard line with 6.5 to play. So now Alex Smith will drop straight back. He looks, incomplete. He went for his tight end on almost a sweep pattern, on a streak pattern, 2nd and 10 from the 8. So let's see if Utah has it in them to make this good. 2nd and 10. Drop straight back. A little running on the outside, and it's Marnie Johnson maybe gets 4. 3rd and 6. So again, Urban Meyer shown giving signals. This is a key play for Alex Smith. He doesn't want to turn it over here either. See if he gets to get it. And again, their second straight punt. And let's see if it affects the return. 46 yards and it bounced 11. So TCU definitely gets a Hornfrog bounce there. 1st and 10 from the 47, 5:31 play. It's 14-7 TCU. So let's see if TCU can add a score before the second half bell happens. This is a big starting point. Again, up on a trap, maybe gets 2, 2nd and 8. So now in second and 3, the 5-yard defensive penalty. So now Andy Dalton could almost do anything here. He drops straight back. He knows that he throws, but he drops it straight and he gets caught, but he gets a first down. Luke Shivers definitely gets the away team marking there. And again, Andy Dalton drops it off to Matthew Tucker for 8. So it's 2nd and 2 now from the Utah 29. Again, good field position for the Hornfrogs for the second straight drive, as giving TCU less than 50 yards to go. Again, he drops it straight off. Dalton is definitely playing short, precise, almost West Coast offense. Matthew Tucker is going to be out of the ball game. So they'll go with Wayman James. So Tucker is off the field. He'll be carted off, and it doesn't look like he's going to return. So that's a big man to lose. Again, they're trying to run, and that's Wayman James, new one, gain of 4. For some reason, Ed Wesley not in the game. We find out why not. We'll tell you. He's one of the higher running backs who should be in this ball game. So shotgun formation for so went for the third wide receiver there. 3rd and 6. Utah looking maybe only to get like 3 points on this possession unless they can knock him back up. And he missed the field goal. So TCU misses the field goal. And all of a sudden, it's only a 14-7 game with 2. Alex Smith, never known to be conservative. Neither is Urban Meyer. He looks and incomplete to Steve Savoy. This is something you did not want to do. You didn't want to give a 3 and out to this TCU defense. And again, a forced punt to this really good special team for TCU. Dropping straight back. And he caught it. There's a first down. John Clark on the catch. And you do get the NFL 2-minute warning in this game. So if you take that time out, now it's under 2 minutes to play. Alex Smith drops it to the tight end, I believe. And he dropped the ball. There's the fumble we've been worried about. Good strip by TCU. They get it back. Kenny Kane, who had a sack earlier in the game, now has a fumble recovery. So with 1:53 to play in the first half, TCU now has again half the field to play with going toward the end of the half. Let's see how Andy Dalton is here. And let's see if they drop it straight back. They look, no, this time Utah brought the noise. Spencer Toon. So a big play linebacker there. Second and long right now. Again, Dalton looks, he caught, only for Jerome Curley for 2. Eric Weddle, their fine defensive back with the play. Third and 16. So TCU now, if Utah can get them to go 3 and out, that would be hunt. And Utah will get Hooney here inside their 20, about the 18-yard line with 1:24 left. Let's see what Urban Meyer does with this offense with less than a minute and a half to play. Dropping straight back, he hits the screen and only gets maybe 6 to Ganther. And Kenny Kane, who's been all over the place on this Utah team, with a good play. 2nd and 4. Drop straight back again. He hits the screen. Wants it. No. Great play by Tyler Luttrell. So 3rd and 3. Less than a minute left to go here in the first half. Up the middle. Can they get a first down? No, it's inches. And they'll punt it back. Urban Meyer cannot take the risk and go for it there. So a great punt. 53 yards. And TCU will get it, and I think this first half should be over. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Again, you have a tendency of maybe trying to go deep on plays, incomplete to Jimmy Young. So either Dalton or Young are having great offensive inputs. Dalton 17 of 27, while Alex Smith 13 of 26. So yeah, it is lighting up the scoreboard here. For 9, Jimmy Young, Bo Nagy on attack. 3rd and 1. Let's see if they decide to go conservative and get a first down. No, they go. Corey Fuller. They tried to surprise them in that 3rd and 1, and they go for it. With 10 seconds to go. What will they do? They don't get it here. Utah will have an opportunity. Do they get it? Yes! First down, Wayman James. Boy, that was a gutty call there. This will be the last play of the first half of TCU and no game. So after 1, TCU 14 and Utah 7. So Utah has 209 total offense while TCU has 162. Neither team exactly running the ball. 59-34 for Utah and 150 to 128 passing offense. Both teams have passed 4 times and asked for turnovers. Only 1 turnover DC, with Utah now getting the ball started the second half with down 14-7. Let's go. Let's see if this offense changes here. Again, there's a great catch by John Clark, gain of 16. So Alex Smith uses mobility, cut out the pocket and threw a perfect pass. 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line. So a good start on the offense. Up the middle, nothing there from Arnie Johnson. Kelly Griffin on the tackle. 2nd and 8 from the 38. 14-7 TCU, less than 14 to play. Just getting started here. Second half here. Again, like the pocket incomplete. Savoy has really not been able to get open so far. Savoy has 2 catches and 32. So not getting a lot of wide receivers. It's really hard. Dropping straight back again. It's John Clark. So tight end able to get open. 1st and 10 from their own 47. So Utah keeps moving the chains here. They can use a big score to start the second half. Play action. Alex Smith. No. Steve Savoy unable to hold on to it. 2nd and 10 now from the 47. Harris Warren has been more of a threat on the outside, though. Let's see if they go to Warren on the other side. Again, play action. Look, another catch for John Clark. So the tight end gets open. 1st and 10 from the TCU 42. 12:22 remaining. What a ball game here from the Utah, from University of Utah Rice Eccles Stadium. Marty Johnson gain of 3. 2nd and 7 from the 39 of TCU. definitely not in field goal range what we've seen from these kickers. So they better get it here. I don't think they can get it. And they're going to run the ball. They went conservative, 3rd and 5. Not a very happy Utah section. And now they put Alex Smith at a very compromised 3rd and 5 position. We'll see if TCU can bring extra backs. What are they going to do? They look at catches made. Marty Johnson out of the backfield keeps the chains going. 1st and 10 from TCU 30. So Alex Smith finds one of the safety fouls and a 1st down. And again, he's trying to scramble, and a catch is made by Savoy. Maybe gain of 3. Tyler Luttrell all over him. 2nd and 7 from the Hornfrog 27. If they get closer, they'll be more in field goal range. We'll see play action. Incomplete to Savoy again. He's running right route, but Luttrell's right on him. 3rd and 7 from the TCU 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get a big play. It's going to be out of the shotgun for Alex Smith. He drops straight back. He can run. No, he is nailed hard by Kelly Griffin. I don't think field goal range anymore. And he misses it wide right. The kickers are having some issues. Must have some wind here. Here at right set hold. So TCU will have it up by 7. Their first possession of the 2nd half. Alex Dalton, he hits a pass. What a pass there. Jeremy Curley from Dalton. Getting 18 yards and a 1st down. 1st down and 10 from their own 49-yard line. We're going to find out. Oh, here comes a little toss sweep. Then they're going to the back, running back. That's Wayman Jamesbury. So with Matthew Tucker out of the game, a nice gain of 8, and already they're in Utah territory, 2nd and 2, and a penalty offsides on the Utes. That does not make Urban Meyer happy as Utah gets an automatic 1st down at their own 38. So Utah now is TCU driving. Again, Dalton in the pocket. He hits 9. Jimmy Young for 9. 2nd and 1, Utah 29. Can Utah make a big stop here? They don't want to go down 2 score here. Dropping straight back, and a catch is made. Jeremy Curley, you get him in the action. This offense is brutally tough. They're one of the best offenses. 1st and 10 from the Utes 17-yard line. And again, they'll hand the ball back to Waylon James, who stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Jonathan Finney, we have not called that name a lot. 2nd and 8 from Utah 15. TCU trying to drive and trying to get a big score here. Out of the shotgun goes Dalton. Looking, it's caught. Gain of 7, but it will be called back on a holding penalty. So 2nd and 18. So here we go. 2nd and 18 from the 25-yard line. TCU 14. Utah 7. Again, they're going for the shotgun. Gain of 13 for Antoine Hitt. This 1st catch. So it's now 3rd and 5. They are in field goal range. See what they do here. They try to pull them offside. They don't. They're trying to run the ball. Get the 1st down. They can't. But it's a holding penalty on TCU. With the way the wind is here, that's a huge one to draw them back. It's 3rd and 15, making about a 40-yard field goal attempt. Not sure this kicker can make it. So they drop straight back. They look incomplete to Curley. Let's see if the field goal can be made. It is good. So we hit that one. TCU takes a 17-7 lead with under 6 minutes to play. And now Utah is down by 2 scores. And this is a pro version, so there is no Marcus Scally is out for the rest of the game on a kickoff. On a kick. There's a gain of 7. Marty Johnson, Urban Meyer, 2nd and 3. They're down 10 here. 5:25 to play. Can they get a big enough drive together? Go and play action. Looking, there's a big catch. Paris Warren, number 82. That's a catch. 1st and 10 from the 32. Again, it's Warren and Savoy, the 2 big name receivers Utah goes to. I formation, Alex Smith, he drives. It's going to be a little nice run there for Marty Johnson. So gain of 13 for Marty Johnson. A lot of push behind that offensive line. first down and 10 from their own 45. Will they keep the ball on the ground? If they're able to. Or did they, they're going to try to throw again. Oh, they went for a screen. Ganther, but Ganther was kind of hurt. He caught it and he couldn't do it. So second and 10. So now he has to get a good chunk of yardage, give him a third and short here, and they do. Great catch by Marty Johnson on the tackle. It is 3rd and 3 from the TCU 48. This is where they need a big third down pickup. Will they keep the ball on the ground? They do, and he's just short. And I'm going to go for this. And they're going to give it to their fullback. Let's see, this could be a big mess if they don't get it, but I think they will. So they're going to try to go up the middle here with their fullback. Can they have enough push behind? And they do. First down, Quentin Ganther. So again, that was my one use for that quarter. So I figured they needed it there. They didn't want to give TCU another chance. So they were trying to keep the drive going. Let's see if it pays off. Up the middle, gain of 4 for Ganther. Tanner Brock on a tackle. 2nd and 6 now from the TCU 40-yard line. So now let's see if Alex Smith can bring this offense together. I formation looking. He makes a nice catch for Steve Savoy. First down, he's at the marker. 1st and 10 at the TCU 33. What a time for a Utah drive to score big if they can do it here. I formation again, but they'll hand the ball off the middle. Not much tug there. Clipping on Utah. That's a huge one. A clipping penalty on the Utes. 1st and 19. Now at the TCU 42. So now they're going to have to get a big chunk of this back. Are they able to? And they're going to try to run it up. Fumble. And that will give it back to TCU. That will be Braylon Broughton on the recovery. 2nd turnover for the Utes, both on the ground, and TCU gets it. 1st and 10 from the 44. Again, you're giving TCU half the football field now to play with. Oh my, here comes Andy Dalton and the Hornfrogs. 17-7 TCU, minute 23 to play here in the 3rd period. Again, they will play action passing, complete to Johnny Curley. He went for it all there. 2nd and 15 from their own 39. Utah needs a 3 and out here so they can try to get back in this game. Are they going to be able to get this? Again, Andy Dalton gets a big catch of Jimmy Young for 11. Bo Nagy keeps him from getting further. Number 22 out of the game. So again, a defensive back comes off the field, takes off his helmet. Feels like he'll return. So he got the wind knocked out of him. 3rd and 4 for the Utes. Can they get a 3rd down conversion? Oh, it picked off. Utah with a huge defensive interception, and they'll get it from Ryan Smith, or one defensive back. So gain of 10 yards on the recovery. Evan Frosch with the defensive tackle, or the offensive tackle. And it is now 1st and 10 from the TCU 36 as Alex Smith takes the field. First interception of the ball game, and it goes to the Utah Utes. Let's see if they can take advantage. No, what play by Wayne Daniels stopped Marty Johnson in his tracks. 2nd and 11, possibly last plays here of the 3rd period. Only score has been a field goal for TCU so far. Shotgun for Alex Smith. He dropped it straight off to the running back, but unfortunately, an eligible receiver will take 9 yards away. So now it's 2nd and 21. Wayne Daniels is out of the ball game. He was out earlier, and now he says he cannot continue. They're going to have to help him off the field, and yes, they'll probably take him back to the locker room for further action. Again, a small gain of 6 for Savoy in the shotgun for Alex Smith. And now it's a 3rd and way long 15 yards. You're not kicking the field goal here, so I hope they don't do that. Let's hope they get a big gain here. If not, they punt it. And incomplete to Savoy. So at the 41, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. It is 17-7 TCU. We go to the final 15. Utah has a total yards advantage, 315 to 235. But unfortunately, in the scoring department, TCU leads 17-7. So a bad punt will result in a touchback. So TCU starts the 4th quarter leading 17-7, first and 10 from their own 20. Andy Dalton drops straight back. He hits his receiver. Not much there, though. Frost for 4. Gerald Fletcher makes the tackle, so 2nd and 6. Again, Morgan Scally not in this ball game. He is not able to come back. Play action back. Oh, Luke Shivers for 9. So that's a huge catch. First and 10 for their own 33. Utah's off and going here. TCU just scoring enough to stay ahead. A little counter, but again, not going anywhere. Spencer 2 on the tackle. So James gain of 3, 2nd and 7. Utah needs to get TCU off the field. Cannot say it enough. They cannot get a drive or a score here. And that is a catch. Good play there. No gain, but he avoided a sack. 3rd and 7. Does Utah bring noise or a jailbreak to get a big sack here? Let's see what they do. Or they do not. Let's see. TCU drops straight back. They look, and there's a huge catch. Big game for TCU. 42 could be all she wrote here at Rice Eccles. First and 10 from the Utes 22-yard line. A huge pitch and catch from Dalton to Jimmy Young. Touchdown! Hornfrogs. Jeremy Curley's 2nd touchdown of the day. And TCU leads 20, make it 24-7. Wow, that's going to be going big. TCU has now scored their last, I believe, 24 points. They now lead at 24-7. And when I played this game on Stratomatic, it was almost exactly the same score. But at least Utah has somewhat of an offense going. Oh, what a catch is made! So Alex Smith came out gunning 45 yards to Paris Warren. All of a sudden, Utah's awake. First and 10 from the TCU 26-yard line. Can they awake this crowd that's been in silence from this TCU game? A gain of 7 for Marty Johnson. So 2nd and 3 from the 19. Under 11 to play. So let's see if Utah can get a big gain. I formation, nothing there for John Clark. This is a 4-down territory, in my opinion. You're in the 4th quarter. I will have to probably go for it as an offensive coordinator. They can't get it here. They cannot just settle for a field goal. Trust their kicker. 1st and 10 for John Clark. So now they have 4 opportunities from inside the 16-yard line to do this. 5 minutes gone. They need a score. And they need to play some good defense to possibly get a miracle touchdown. Utes, it didn't take long. Steve Savoy. So Savoy comes up big with a touchdown, hands the ball to the official. 16 yards from Alex Smith, and it is 24-14. So with 9:43 left, I don't see an onside kick being needed. They don't. They'll kick it deep. Now the question is, can they stop TCU, who look really good? Curtis Clay was hurt. He is one of their premier running backs out of the 4 special teams. Let's see if that affects them anyway. So now let's see. They'll hand the ball off, and another big gain. Holy cow, Wayman James. Gain of 24, and that is just backbreaking here for the Utes. So they haven't got much of running game going, but the ones they've gotten has been crucial. 1st and 10 from the 46. So now Andy Dalton sweeps back to Wayman James, and he'll get at least 6. Holy cow. They have to stop TCU on this drive, and they're just getting big chunks running the ball here. Can they make the big stop? And stop is the question. Oh, they did there. Steve Fahifa with a big play. Now it's 3rd and 3. This is an absolute huge stop. It's either stop them and go home, or they get a 1st down, and TCU can wrap this sucker up. Let's see. Dropping straight back, incomplete, and they'll punt it, but Utah will get it really deep in their own territory. They do at their own 4. Now they're going to need probably a miracle. They're going to need a short drive, so they're going to have to come up chucking, and hopefully they catch a long pass here. And there it is. There's one way to do it. Gain of 11 for John Clark. I knew what they were going for. First and 10 from their own 15. They kind of got out of the shadow of their own end zone. Let's see if they can put a drive together and then force an onside kick. They drop it off again. Nice gain of 8 for Ganther on a screen. 2nd and 2. Clock moves. 6.5 to play. Has Utah run out of time, or can they get a big play to get back in this game? Up the middle for Marty Johnson. It does move the clock, but does give them a fresh set of downs. First down and 10 to 27. They can settle for a field goal and go for 7, but the easiest thing to do will be go for 7 and go for 3. Gain of 3 from Savoy. 2nd and 7. Under 5.5 to play in this game. The clock is now the villain for Utah here. Can Utah put up a hero's effort to get back in? Tried the run ball. They gave it to him for 5. Tanner Brock, 3rd and 2. They are in a must-win situation here. 4 down territory. They don't get it. They might as well not. Oh, a huge sack. Great. Burks came in, and now it could be over and 10. I'm not sure what you do. So let's see. They're going to go for 4th and 10. Can they get it here? No, it's incomplete. Matson cannot catch it. And that should be our ball game here for Rice Eccles. We'll see if a TC score to put it into the books, or they'll hand it on a little counter. And another big game for Wayman James. Boy, he came in as the extra back. Ed Wesley did not see any time today. Could be a disciplinary issue. 1st and 10 from the 17 for the Utes. And again, up the middle for 7 for Wayman James. So Wayman James is starting to get big chunks of running yards here. He has 66 as a backup running back for Matthew Tucker, who got hurt earlier in this game. So TCU may put a dagger in now if they can score. Oh, good play there by Eric Weddle. Stop playing in a hurry. Now, yeah, they give up 3. They are still a chance they can come back. So a field goal is what will stop that. 2nd down and 4. Utah's going to need a timeout at some point, or they're just going to call it. So let's see. I'm not sure what he'll do. Break time sack. That's a sack they needed. Cody Casco, who is in for Scally now. 3rd goal from the 15. So looks like they may keep it that field. Oh, they can get a pick here. This will be a fumble. It might be a fumble, if anything. It is a fumble, but they get it back. So a field goal attempt for TCU. And they're going to go for 12 seconds. I mean, they're probably going to, they're just going to down the ball and end the game. So the final score is TCU 24 and Utah 14. I'm going to try to run this as some kind. Please keep watching the channel. If you do watch this, please hit like, please subscribe, do all that fun stuff. I appreciate it. Again, we're going to try to run a more normal schedule and show you like a Sports Center type game for everything else. This game went great, 24-14, very believable. There's another playbook I could use for this game to keep the screens out if I could do that. But maybe want to test that out also. So I'll talk to you guys again another day. Again, this is the Sports Time Machine for a Xor NFL Challenge, playing little college football as 2010 TCU defeats 2004 Utah by the score of 24-14. Thank you, and thank you guys. Come again.